Welcome everybody to Night of the Nerdy Laser. It's a special edition here on the show. We've got we like to do interviews and talk to people that are cool, and we have somebody that is cool. We have Josh below us. I am Richard, and over there is Jeff.
That's me.
So we have Josh. Thank you for coming on, buddy.
Hey, no problem. You guys didn't warn me I was going to be a power bottom tonight, but
I know. You'll get through it. We'll be gentle.
yeah, slide it on in there.
So Josh is the creator and writer of numerous comics. The one we're talking about tonight is Turkey Sharks, kind of, but in a way it's his Avengers of all the other things he wrote. So I guess we'll start off. We've had you on before because of a Kickstarter, and ironically enough, we have you back because of a Kickstarter. So I guess start off a little bit about what Turkey Sharks is, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, you put it pretty good. It's like my Avengers, but I do want to let people know that it's although it's my team of superheroes, I don't feel that anybody out there has superheroes like I have. A lot of the ideas have been done to death, and I'm really trying to get the word out that this isn't the boys. As much as I love the boys, but a lot of the characters are knockoff characters, and they did that on purpose. But mine are like as original of characters as you can make, which is hard to do. But what other comics have a gay Amish superhero? What other comics have a Aboriginal kid named Drop Bear? What other comics on the cover of issue number 4 have a cross-dressing alpaca named Edgar Sombrero? So there's a lot of originality in it, even though there's not a lot in the genre as a whole these days.
Yeah. So we had you on the previous, and I got the whole kit and caboodle of them. Yep. So we got the Turkey Sharks 1 through 3, I think, is what you had last time, with some other stuff, and then like Ginger Avenger is one of your characters.
Yep, and that one's actually, you can add that on in this Kickstarter. Ginger Avenger 1, 2, and 3 are almost out of print. I think there's like 46 copies left of each. So once those are gone, that's it. No more of those.
Nice.
Collectors.
Would you do a second printing of them, or?
No, I'm going to do a trade, but that's it. But they'll no longer be single issues.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then Stingray.
Yep.
What I love about your covers is some specifically these covers. So I'll have you explain the Adventures of Pedophile Man and his sidekick because it's not exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, no. I get at cons and stuff. People give me dirty looks all the time. Most people get that it's satire. It's like Family Guy and Mel Brooks. It makes fun of the genre of superheroes. And then issue 1 was Pedophile Man and Kid Friendly. After that, I got tired of writing it out and typing it out, so we just shortened it to Pedo Man. But when you look at that book, each cover of issue 1, 2, and 3 are spoof covers. To signify like risky business, to show like, this is a gag.
We got the Turtles and then Batman,
Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah, that's what. I did that on purpose to show people like, hey, this is a spoofy book, like Scary Movie or Hot Shots or any of that.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. If you've ever watched this show before, I haven't read those because I buy stuff and then I don't get to it, but eventually they're on the list of things to do. But so not many people can say, I wrote these characters and I draw them out, I write them, and, I have a comic book company, Cutthroat Comics. Like, how did this all kind of happen to refresh us?
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking before, like I was in a band for a long time, and when that dissolved, I did like a movie review website, and that wasn't fulfilling my creative G-spot. One day I had an idea for a novel, and then I did comics. I mean, it just kind of blossomed from there, and now we're 8 years down the line, and I've kind of lost count on how many things I've written and created. It's like 14 comics and 10 books or something like that. I don't even remember.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Where can people find your like books and stuff? Is everything like the Cutthroat Comics
Yep. That's the
kind of
best
hub?
place. Best place to find it. We have pretty much everything in stock. I try to keep things in stock at all times. And I'm sure a lot of it's probably on Amazon and all those places, but I try not to promote them because like they make more off of that stuff than I do when people buy
Yeah.
off Amazon and everything. So I usually try to tell people like get it directly from me if you can, or right off the website.
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure. I mean, that's the easy. It's almost impossible not to have stuff on Amazon just because, but it's better if you know the creator or know the author or anything to
Yeah.
buy from them because they'll get a bigger cut of the money.
Yep.
So, how did you? So, you're just the writer and creator of these, right? You find artists and other people to do the interiors and the covers.
Yeah, yep, more or less. The interiors have all been done by a guy named Cristiano Reina. He lives in Italy. So far, he's done all of the interiors for all of my comics.
Wow.
I do have a new series that's going to start probably as soon as this is done. As soon as Turkey Sharks 4, the Kickstarter is done and everything, I'm going to start shopping my next title around to a little bit bigger publishers. But I've got a different interior artist for that one. And I work with a lot of cover artists because that's, what every company seems to do these days. You find a cover artist to do some variations on your characters and stuff, and people seem to enjoy it. And it's fun. I get to work with different people. So.
Yeah, for sure. That's like, I mean, that's a frustration too. I know some comic book store owners and stuff, and it's like, you have to buy so many, from the major companies, you have to buy so many to get that variant cover that everybody wants, but then you're stuck with all the other comics.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I try not to do too many. There are some indie creators that do like 20 covers, and it's like,
yeah.
I think I did 5 for the last Kickstarter, I think. And it's like, I noticed right away, I was like, this is a lot for me to carry. So I think we tapered it down to 4. We'll probably do maybe 4 again for the next one when we get there.
How hard was it to find your artist or artists going forward? Like, do you find as a writer it's easy or hard just because you can't, you have to pay these people. So how do you justify like what to pay them or what's fair and who's not trying to rip you off or
Yeah, I mean, you have to look at everything.
Balance.
Yeah, you got to look at the quality of their art and all that, and then you also look at their career. Like, who are they? What have they done? To determine that as well. The guy that's going to be doing my next comic series, which is Cocaine Stripper Stronghold, is Chris Mad. We'll be doing that one, and he's probably one of the best artists around, in my opinion. So him and I came to a pretty good deal on it. So hopefully we can get that going here pretty soon. But when you do cons and stuff, you meet people. That's I think we met outside. We met on Facebook, but then I met you at the con. So
yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, Smoky Mountain Film Fest last year or the year before.
I think it was last year? Yeah, because they haven't done another one yet. It's coming up though, I think.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah.
It's coming up in August.
Yeah, when I go to cons, I walk around, I look at all the artists, and the artists that I find appealing, I'll walk up and talk to them, and then I'll find them on social media, and then now they're on my radar. So down the line, hopefully I'll be like, hey, how much for a cover or whatever. So it's just
You find that's the best way to network through cons?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because to me, over social media, because everybody posts differently. Like nobody posts like I post because I post jokes and then all my work and people know who I am and stuff. But some people, they never post, or they'll post their art and I don't remember who they are, like their face and stuff. So when you meet somebody in real life, you see their face, you see their art, you get to actually talk to them for a minute and see who they are, see what they're about. And that's the disconnect between social media and stuff. But
yeah. I don't do a lot of cons. There's just not that many around in Colorado for me anyway. But
okay.
Yeah. Richard loves his cons.
Yeah. Where are you at in Colorado?
I'm in Pueblo, so it's a little south of Springs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have anything in Pueblo.
Yeah.
It's not.
He
It's
has
not.
to drive 2 hours to Denver.
Yeah. Well, you got Mile High Comics in Denver, but
Yeah, they're pretty big.
yeah,
But
my aunt lives in Colorado Springs. I've been out there a couple times. I liked it quite a bit, actually.
you didn't come down here, did you?
We drove down to what's the state right below you? Is it Arizona?
New Mexico.
Mexico, maybe. We went to an Indian reservation. Sorry,
Okay.
a Native American reservation.
Yeah.
And it was, I think I was like 14 or something like that. It was a very good experience in that I saw, how crappy a Native American reservation could be. Like
Yeah.
it was eye opening a little bit.
Yeah. 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 I went out to Tennessee to visit Richard last summer, and it's a lot different from here. So,
Yeah.
so,
I love Tennessee. That's where I'm. I don't know if you guys remember. That's where I'm originally from. So I have
yeah.
has a place in my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. There's a lot of cool stuff here. We have a lot of horror is like in this area of Knoxville and even in Asheville, North Carolina, and a lot of indie filmmakers. I think some of that has had to do with like Atlanta and just kind of this area. But yeah, I dig it. Jeff hates where he lives.
Yeah, I sure do.
Anyway, it's his fault. He could move down here, but he won't. So what's going on with the new Kickstarter, buddy? Like what? So this is for issue 4. Is this the last one?
I mean, I don't think so. I plan on just kind of keeping it going until I run out of stories and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 1 through 4. So anybody that has missed the other ones, you can get catch-up packs. You can, if you just want to do issue 2 and 4, you can do that. We've got all the add-ons. We're doing pretty good. It's a tough road. A lot of creators seem to be having problems with Kickstarter now. People blame the economy. People say there's too many people doing Kickstarters. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I put my books out there and I promote it as best I can. And I hope people buy it. Our goal really, because we're at 28 backers and we're at like $1,200, I think, something like that, a little over.
Yeah.
I really want to get 50 backers and $2,000 in funding, because if we do that, and my kid's excited about this, I'm going to do the 1 chip challenge on Facebook Live. I posted on TikTok and Snap as well, but I really want to hit that mark. We've never hit that mark, and that's like kind of my goal. I really want to take that next step with this book, because I think if people give it a shot, they will really like it. It's funny and it's stupid, but there's a little bit of darkness, and my characters are real, I think, in the way that they have issues and problems and stuff too.
So, I mean, it's pretty cool that you've already met your goal, but do you set your goals like lower, like some people, so that for the Kickstarter, like it makes it and then you just hope to push? Yeah. Or is the lowest goal? Because I know people that have done it either way. I've done 2 Kickstarters and both of them have failed. So,
yeah, my thinking is, I'm not making thousands upon thousands of dollars off these Kickstarters. So, and like, to me, to make it worth my time, I was like, I'll set it at 500. That way, at least I get like a chunk, because that money goes directly to my artist. Like it hits my bank account, and literally the next day hits his, because that's more or less where it goes. If we got to $2,000, that would pay him, and then it'd go a little bit towards printing. So that's why that's kind of my goal. If I can not have to come out of pocket to pay him, like that would really help. But yeah, I set it low just in case, in case things go awry.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to hit 500 at least. So I thought about upping it, but I don't know. I like this way. And some people do these big, huge, fancy Kickstarters, which are cool and all, but man, it would take a lot of time. And between me running a publishing company and having my kid and my day job, like, if this was my day job, if I wasn't doing anything else, then I probably would put even more time and all that into these. But, I get it good. I try to make sure it's quality and the things we're pumping out is quality. And really my time is spent making sure the stories are good.
How did you go about finding your printing company, like who you use to make the books?
I don't even know. I think I just kind of Googled and
Is it a local company or is it just online?
kind of local. It's Comics Wellspring, but the printer is out of Lansing, Michigan, which is like an hour and a half from here. So it's like kind of local. I don't know. I guess it's like must be like their parent company or something, or that's who they funnel their jobs through or something. But
Yeah.
Greco Printing, but it's Comics Wellspring. So
I mean, it's good quality stuff. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not that hard. Like, it's not that hard. A lot of companies like Marvel and stuff, they're doing the hard covers and stuff, and like it's just good comic material. I like it.
Yeah, I used to do the kind of card stock covers, but I found that when I do cons and stuff, as they get transported, they get scratched up. So I stopped using that.
I mean, I like them for a gimmick, but you know, they're not the best. Like I have they've started doing Wildcats again for DC, and they I think I have a special like cover where it's like a card stock and foil and all that. It's nice to have a one-off of that, but some of these comic companies are doing that for all of them, and I don't know. I like the old newspaper feel, like just the crappy material. And like, comics are meant to be read in many ways. You know, if you want to collect them and put them up and get them graded, that's cool. But in the end, they're for reading.
Right.
So how can people? So the best way to do the Kickstarter is probably to just search Turkey Sharks on Kickstarter. I'm guessing there's not a lot of competition with the name.
Yeah, I don't think there's many people using that type of a name. You know, and that's something I pride myself on as well. You know, if people look at my titles, usually they stop in their tracks at cons and stuff. I see people, and it's not always just one title, because there's like Stuffed Squirrels and Porcelain Angels. There's the Cocaine Stripper Stronghold novel, Turkey Sharks, like the Pedo Man is just like people like hit the brakes and stop cold in their tracks when they see, you know, my titles and stuff. But my creativity goes into the books as well. I try to go like high creative, where I come up with an idea and then I build upon it to make it as original as I can, which is extremely difficult. I mean, everything is like everything else, but sorry, I got off the beaten path there. Yeah, Kickstarter.com, type in Turkey Sharks, or if you go to any socials, I mean, I've been posting links for 3 weeks now. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah, and we'll put some stuff in the notes and in the show notes of your main links and the Kickstarter link. But as of right now it is June 28th. When does this Kickstarter end?
July 7th, and I think when we get to $1,500 is the next stretch goal, and I think it's a free comic, like a PDF of Tales of Shock and Terror. So if you're a horror fan, you know, if we can get to $1,500, you'll get that free book that's published by Cutthroat Comics as well.
And you're pretty close to that, aren't you?
I think we're at $1,225 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not too far. Everybody right now gets one free COA. That's something new we're doing. So because I'm signing books now, so now we're going to start doing COAs so people can, you know, because there's people faking my signature out there, I'm sure, right? Gotta be. There's like one guy, but you know, it's just kind of like a little fancier, kind of cool thing that'll come with the book.
Any kind of like something extra, right? Especially a little something extra that's not like doesn't take a whole lot of money to do, but still add some cool stuff to the Kickstarter or the comic company or whatever, you know, however you do it. If you can figure out a way to just kind of make it a little nicer, you just kind of have to do it.
Yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about doing. And so like if you order more than one of the Turkey Sharks 4 books, like you can buy the COAs, they're only $1. So everybody gets one, but you can buy the couple of them for $1. And there's no shipping added on that either. So it's just a straight $1. So I thought it was
like a drug dealer. The first one's free.
First one's free, yep.
Well, you got Cocaine Stripper Stronghold, so you might as well delve into the dollar. Well, it was great talking to you, Josh. Again, I really, I like following you on socials. I'm glad we met, and I'm going to read these eventually. Hopefully, maybe I'll start off with the risky business one tonight. Maybe I'll take the 3 downstairs and I'll read them tonight.
Yeah, that series is so stupid. Like you don't have a math test tomorrow, right?
No,
You'll be good.
I'm off.
Yeah, it's gonna suck the smart right out of you.
It don't take much.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody follow Josh. What's your socials? What's the best way to follow for people to follow you?
I'm doing a lot more on TikTok, so you can find Cutthroat Comics on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. It's like Cutthroat_comics, Twitter, Facebook. I mean, it's all the good ones and the bad ones.
Well, you mentioned Twitter, so.
Right. Yeah,
I want to like Twitter, but man, I'm more out of it than ever.
Yeah. I post on there, but I really rarely scroll on Twitter.
Yeah. TikTok is for sure my favorite. I think
it's fun. I enjoy it. There's enough funny stuff. You can learn stuff. I mean, it's.
Yeah. I don't really learn anything, but I watch a lot. My TikTok is very much like a 14-year-old girl. It's just filled with cat videos and Taylor Swift for some reason. So I don't know.
Wonder why.
I mean,
Yeah.
Can't deny the Tay-Tay.
Yeah, the algorithm got you pegged pretty much.
Right. Well, Josh, it was great having you on for a little bit, and everybody, you got about 9 days, 8 days from now to back this, and we hope you do. And check out all things Cutthroat Comics, and we'll have you back on again, man, and hopefully for the next Kickstarter. Okay.
Awesome, guys. I absolutely appreciate it.
No worries. And everybody, we are Night of the Nerdy Laser. We're a horror podcast on Spotify and really anywhere you listen to podcasts, Libsyn, Apple Podcasts, wherever. And then we have the YouTube channel at Night of the Nerdy Laser, and you can subscribe there and get all sorts of unboxings, our original show, Trash Talk, and some other goodies thrown into the mix. Also, our weekly podcasts are there, and we are up to our 100th episode next week. If you're watching this this week, and it's all about Saw. So you're gonna have 4 hours probably of Saw 1 through 9. So enjoy that. And Josh, thank you again. Jeff, thanks as always. Until next time, what should they do, Jeff?
They should keep it bloody.
Because turkey sharks say so.
That works.